Hello students, welcome to biology class. Today I am going to take chapter 1 Agents of Pollination. The most common agents of pollination are wind, water, insects and animals. Wind. Wind blows away pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower. Such flowers are small, not brightly colored, do not produce nectar, and do not have any smell. The pollen grains are small, light, smooth, and dry, so that they can easily carried by wind. And the stigma is large and feathery to easily catch the pollen grains flying in the wind. Some examples are wheat, rice, maize and dry grass. Pollination by water. Pollination in aquatic plant is usually carried out by water. Water pollinated flowers release their pollen grains into the water. Here you don't think that all the aquatic plants do the pollination with the help of water. No, it is not like that. Like the lotus and trapa, they are the aquatic plants, but their flowers are exposed into air and they are pollinated by the insects. So these are the Vallisneria plants. You can see in the pictures, these are the Vallisneria plants. In this plant, the male flower is submerged in water. To start with, get detached when mature. So when they get mature, they detached and they start floating on the water surface. While floating, they come in contact with the female flower. Then the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma. Clear? Then the pollination occurs. Pollination by insects. Pollination by insects is very common among plants. Insects like bees, flies, wasps, moths and beetle help in pollination. Flowers pollinated by insects show the following characteristics. They are brightly colored to attract insects. For example, rose and marigold. They have a sweet smell. Their scent attracts insects. For example, night jasmine. They produce nectar when the insects visit flowers to collect nectar. The pollen grains get stuck to their body. When they visit another flower, pollen grains get transferred to the stigma of that flower. The stigma and pollen grains are sticky. How the insects pollinate? Let's take an example of bee. See, bees get attracted by the flowers and the bee is started sucking the nectar from the flower. Okay, as they started drinking nectar from the flower, the pollen grains sticking to the bee. You can see in the picture, the pollen grains started sticking to the bee. Here you can see in this picture, the bee is drinking nectar from the flower. As a result, you can see it resting its leg one of the anther. Here, this pollen grain can easily stick to the bee. Okay. You can see this pollen grain can easily stick to the bee. In the second case, you can see a lots of pollen grain sticking to the bee. So, pollen grain gets stuck to the bee and it started moving to another similar flower to drink nectar. And while doing that, some of the pollen grain get transferred to the stigma and the pollination can be happen. Okay? Understood? See how the bee moving to another flower to drink nectar from that. It's moving into a similar flower, and while doing that, some of the pollen grains get transferred to the stigma and the pollination can happen here. Okay, clear? Next is pollination by animals. Some animals like the hummingbird, squirrels, bats and snails also help in pollination. When they visit various flowers, they carry pollen grains for pollination. So, these are the agents of pollination. Clear? So, next topic I will discuss in next video. Hope you understood clearly the agents of pollination. Please read this topic. Next class we have a discuss on fertilization. Take care. We will meet soon in next class. Till then, bye bye.